Good morning to each and everyone. Before we start our Prebid Conference for 7 infrastructure projects FY 2025, may we call on Mr. Damiano F. Nique to lead the opening prayer. Please stand for prayer. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly God, our Father, we thank you for the given life to each one of us present here today. You continue to impart us your knowledge, wisdom, and blessings of mind, so that we will be able to do our daily tasks effectively and represent this public servants. Give us all the senses to provide equal service and opportunity to the people, as well as the ability to work together with all what makes the city work for our lives. Lastly, with this Prebid Conference, we will bless become successful. We ask this to our Lord Jesus Christ, our Son, and we reigns with you, in the unity of the Holy Spirit, and that forever. Father, and the Holy Spirit. Again, we will call on our BAC Secretariat member to do the roll call of the members of BAC DPWH BAC Secretariat members, as well as the contractors representative who are present today.
Thank you, Vice Chairperson. Ladies and gentlemen, as I call your names, please acknowledge. Engineer Joaquin, BAC Vice Chairperson.
Present.
Engineer Minar, BAC Regular Member. Engineer Antonio Aaron Cepeda, BAC Regular Member.
Present.
Mr. Damiano Nique, BAC Regular Member.
Present.
Engineer Carlo Lisa, BAC Professional Member. I would like also to acknowledge the presence of the BAC Secretariat Member, Mr. Esteban Coca. Present. And yours truly, Engineer Patrick Imino, Head of the BAC Secretariat. Also, one of the staff of the BAC Secretariat, Engineer Bilisma. That's all.
Thank you. It seems that there are no observers and no contractors representative present today. Based on Section 22.3 of 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 and IPB Prebid Conference 9.1, attendance shall not be mandatory. Since the majority of the BAC members are here, I declare this Prebid Conference for 7 infrastructure projects FY 2025 today with quorum. I now call the Prebid Conference to order. I will give the floor to our BAC Secretariat member to read and discuss today's Prebid Conference.
Agenda of today's Prebid Conference. Brief presentation, explanation by the BAC of the following. Basic contract data, including contract description, approved budget for the contract and duration. Requirements of bidding documents, including instructions for bidders, general conditions of contract, special conditions of contract, specifications, drawings, bill quantitation forms. Documents to be submitted by the bidders of the technical proposal and financial proposal. Criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, cost qualification and award. 2. Questions, comments from bidders and replies of BAC and other representatives of procuring entity. Number 3, other matters. And the last, summary proceedings, including supplemental or bid bulletins to be issued.
Thank you. I declare this agenda approved. May we call Engineer Carlo Lisa and Mr. Damiano F. Nique to enumerate the basic data of the projects, and followed by Engineer Antonio Cepeda to also read the requirements of the bidding documents.
The DPWH Iloilo First District Engineering Office, through its Bids and Awards Committee, now invites bids for the hereunder projects. Name of contract. Number 1, name of contract. Construction improvement of access road leading to declared tourism destination, Malagyan-Tigmalapad Road, leading to Sinuhotan Cave and Tinagong Dagat Lake, Miagao, Iloilo. Under contract ID number 25GF0026, location Miagao, Iloilo. Scope of work, Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. Part C, earthworks. Part D, sub-base and base course. Part E, surface course. Part F, bridge construction. 2.4 by 1.8 meters single barrel box culvert. Part G, drainage and slope protection structures. Part H, miscellaneous structures. Approved budget for the contract, 9,800,000 pesos. Contract duration, 84 calendar days. Pickup license category, C and D, small b. Cost of bidding documents, 10,000 pesos. For the next project, name of contract, construction of Badass Bridge, San Joaquin, Iloilo, under contract ID number 25GF0028. Location, San Joaquin, Iloilo. Scope of work, Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. Part C, earthwork. Part D, sub-base and base course. Part E, surface course. Part F, bridge construction. Part G, drainage and slope protection works. Part H, miscellaneous structures. Approved budget for the contract, 49 million pesos. Contract duration, 235 calendar days. Pickup license category, B or medium A. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000 pesos. For the next project, name of contract, construction of Miagao East Coastline Access Road, Miagao, Iloilo. Under contract ID number 25GF0032. Location, Miagao, Iloilo. Scope of work, Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. Part C, earthworks. Part D, sub-base and base course. Part E, surface course. Part G, drainage and slope protection. Part H, miscellaneous structures. Approved budget for the contract, 43,120,000 pesos. Contract duration, 212 calendar days. Pickup license category, B or medium A. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000 pesos. For the next contract, name of contract, rehabilitation, major repair of permanent bridges, Seguidan Bridge under B0045PN along Guimbal-Igbaras-Tubungan-Leon Road. Location, Tubungan, Iloilo. Scope of work, Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. Part C, earthwork. Part E, surface course. Part F, bridge construction. Part G, drainage and slope protection works. Part H, miscellaneous structure. Approved budget for the contract, 4,900,000 pesos. Contract duration, 62 calendar days. Pickup license category, C and D, small b. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000 pesos. For the next project, name of contract, construction of Oton, Poblacion, Coastline, Access Road, Oton, Iloilo. Under contract ID number 25GF0039. Location, Oton, Iloilo. Scope of work, Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. Part C, earthworks. Part D, sub-base and base course. Part E, surface course. Part H, miscellaneous structures. Approved budget for the contract, 42,156,660 pesos. Duration, 169 calendar days. Pickup license category, B or small a. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000 pesos. For the next project, name of contract, construction of Tangyan flood control structure with access road, phase 2 along Barangay Bulad-Barangay, Nito-an section, Guimbal-Igbaras-Tubungan-Leon, under contract ID number 25GF0041. Scope of work, Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. Part C, earthworks. Part D, sub-base and base course. Part E, surface course. Part H, miscellaneous structures. Division 4, flood and river control and drainage. Part L, flood and river control drainage. Part L-A, earthworks. Part L-B, bank and slope protection works. Approved budget for the contract, 29,700,000 pesos. Contract duration, 151 calendar days. Pickup license category, C and D or small b. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000 pesos. For the next project, name of contract, rehabilitation, major repair of permanent bridge, Kuliatan Bridge, under B00158PM along Tiolas-Sinugbuhan Road. Under contract ID number 25GF0043. Location, San Joaquin, Iloilo. Scope of work, Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. Part C, earthwork. Part D, surface course. Part E, bridge construction. Part F, miscellaneous structures. Approved budget for the contract, 11,760,000 pesos. Contract duration 75 calendar days. Pickup license category C and D small b. Cost of bidding documents 25,000 pesos.
Interested bidders may obtain further information from the DPWH Iloilo First District Bidding Office and inspect the bidding documents at Rizal Street, Guimbal-Igbaras-Tubungan-Leon community place from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. A complete set of bidding documents will be acquired by interested bidders on October 29 to November 19, 2024 from the address given and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System or the PREBID and the website of the procuring entity, provided that the bidders shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of the bid. These submissions may be done manually or electronically online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to some manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in the BDS or the bid application. The procuring entity requires its bidder to submit additional 2 copies labeled as copy 1 and copy 2 of the original first and second components of its bid, as stated in the ITB Code 16. Bids must be duly received with the box secretariat and the address given to the manual submission or at electronic bids W1 at dpwh.gov.ph for electronic submission on or before November 19, 2024 at 10 a.m. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security name in the acceptable form and in the amount stated in the ITB Close 18. Bid opening shall be on November 19, 2024 after the eligibility processing at the Procurement Office, DPWH Iloilo District Bidding Office, Street, Guimbal-Igbaras. Bids will be opened at the addresses of the bidders representative who choose to attend at the address given. Late bids shall not be accepted. The DPWH Iloilo First Engineering District Office reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Section 41 of RA 9184 and IRI laws, hereby including liability to the affected bidder or bidder.
Thank you. Now,
Vice Chairperson, I will not discuss the bidding requirements anymore because that requirements of the bidding documents are stipulated in the Philippine Bidding Document 6 edition. We suggest that bidders should read these documents.
Thank you. Now we proceed to the technical, financial, and eligibility requirements. Our box secretariat member will be the one to read the requirements as well as the criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award.
Mr. Vice Chairperson, since the documents required in the technical and financial components are mentioned in the instruction to bidders, I will not elaborate further. However, Engineer Isabel Desma will continue to discuss criteria and procedure for eligibility of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award.
Procedure and criteria. Opening of preliminary examination of technical components of bids. The purpose of this examination is solely to determine the presence or absence of each of the required documents comprising the bid, as stated in Section 3.5.2, using a simple non-discretionary pass if present or fail if absent criterion with the aid of checklist. Eligibility check. After the preliminary examination of the technical components of the bids, the BAC, assisted by its BAC Secretariat, shall conduct the eligibility check of each bidder that passed the documentary requirements for the technical component of the bids. The BAC shall determine if the bidder is eligible to bid for the contract being procured. This shall be done electronically using the DPWH-CWA. Preliminary examination of financial components of bids. The BAC shall then open the financial component of the bid, second envelope of each bidder, whose technical component of the bid was rated as passed with complete documentary requirements and was declared to be eligible for the contract. Criteria for detailed evaluation of bids. In the detailed evaluation of the bids that passed the preliminary examination, the BOC shall apply non-discretionary criteria including the following: A. Completeness of bids. B. Arithmetical corrections. C. Evaluation in equal footing. D. Rule on discrepancies. Bid prices and figures versus words prevail. Total price per item versus unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual sum prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ prevails. E. Total calculated bid prices. Post-qualification. The post-qualification shall verify, validate, and ascertain all statements made and documents submitted by the bidder with the LCB using non-discretionary criteria as stated in the bidding documents. These criteria shall consider, but shall not be limited to the following: IRR Section 34.3. A. Legal requirements. B. Technical requirements. C. Financial requirements. If the BOC determines that the bidder with the lowest calculated bid passes all the criteria for post-qualification, it shall declare the said bid as the LCRB or lowest calculated and responsive bid and recommend to the award of contract to the said bidder at its submitted bid price or its calculated bid price, whichever is lower. IRR Section 34.4. Notice of award. Based on the bid evaluation report and post-qualification report, the BOC shall declare the lowest calculated and responsive bid and recommend to the award of the contract to the bidder with the LCRB. IRR Section 37.1.1. This decision shall be embodied in a BOC resolution using Form DPWH-INFR-40 to be submitted to the HOPE for approval. Within 3 calendar days from the submission of such resolution, recommending award of the contract to the bidder in the LCRB, the BOC shall notify all other bidders writing of its recommendation. IRR Section 27.1.
Thank you. Any questions, clarifications?
None.
I move to adjourn the Prebid Conference for 7th Infrastructure Project FY 2025.
I second the motion.
Engineer Cepeda moved the Prebid Conference to be adjourned and duly seconded by Mr. Niki. Any additional questions?
None.
If none, I call this Prebid Conference for Civil Works FY 2025 closed.